The world is small. What a small world.
It really is, actually.
I love that the world is so small. We're all
I love
connected.
Stuttgart. Such a fun little town.
It is.
Yeah, I just went to Germany last year too.
Oh, really? Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a small world. That is true.
Mhm.
I love that. Hello, Tammy. How's it going?
Hello.
Hey. We were just talking about where everybody's from. Tammy, will you tell everybody where you're from?
Yes, I'm in Corpus Christi, Texas. In the
Nice.
You guys, like I said, are blessing me today with your presence all over the globe. I feel so connected to everybody. And this message is to really help you guys grow your manifestation technique. So we're going to get started with calming our mind with a manifestation meditation. And this is just a exercise. If you haven't ever done meditation, you're not doing it wrong. If it feels awkward, just really lean into, being still. Meditation is just focus and being still and quieting those thoughts, okay? Bear with me, I'll get this set up for us. It'll be a quick one.
Close your eyes and let yourself totally relax. Okay? You just hear my voice. You hear nothing but my voice. You hear nothing but my voice. I want you to totally relax. Let all tension leave your body. Sit upright. Don't go to sleep. Totally relax. You just hear my voice. You hear nothing but my voice. I want you to feel and see a beautiful lavender energy flowing right into the crown of your head. It's a lavender energy. It's going to circulate through your brain. It's moving right in the back of your eyes, into your nose, your tongue, your throat. This beautiful lavender energy is flowing freely. It's circulating through your head. It's circulating down through your neck, into your shoulders and down your arms. It's right down to your fingertips now. Your arms and neck and head are totally relaxed. This beautiful lavender energy is circulating right through your body. You just hear my voice. You hear nothing but my voice. Totally relaxed. You have the strongest urge to release your right arm in the air and you can't move it. It's too relaxed. It's a bit of a phenomenon. You know you can, but you can't. This beautiful lavender energy now circulating through your chest. Circulating all through your chest. Down through your abdomen. Down into your hips, lower part of your body. It's moving down now through your legs into your knees. And you just feel this lavender energy. It's a healing energy that's circulating through you. It's giving you the most magnificent feeling. It's going down now through your legs, right into your ankles and into your feet. Your whole body is totally relaxed. You're totally relaxed. You just hear my voice and you're totally relaxed. You have a wonderful feeling. Now you can feel this energy is healing every molecule of your body. Every molecule of your body is healing. The words of Christ Pritchard come to your mind. The absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. Just because you can't see it and feel it, you don't know it's happening. It's still happening. There's a healing energy that's circulating through your body. Everything I've said is recorded in cells in your brain. Every word I've said, everything you've experienced right now is recorded in your cells in your brain. At any time, you can sit in a relaxed state and instantly drop yourself into this state and activate the sound of my voice and the feeling in your body. You're totally relaxed. I'm going to count from 1 to 10. Each time I count a number, you're going to feel new energy flow into you. Every time I count a number, you're going to feel new energy. On the count of 10, you're going to feel like you've had a wonderful rest. And you're developing the strongest urge to practice what I'm doing right now. Practice it frequently. And you know that every fiber of your being is moving back into a perfection state. There's perfection in every cell, and you're coming back into that state. We're going from 1 to 10. Every time I count a number, you're going to feel new energy flow into you. It's the most magnificent feeling. You're up to 1, 2, 3, 4. This energy is flowing into every molecule of your being is being rejuvenated. There's the most phenomenal feeling in you. On the count of 10, you're going to open your eyes. You're going to feel like you've had a wonderful rest. And this magnificent experience is going to stay with you for the rest of your life. And you will always practice this. Every day you're going to practice relaxing and permitting this beautiful lavender energy to flow through you. And you know it's a healing energy. We're up to 5, 6. There's a phenomenal energy moving into you. On the count of 10, you're going to open your eyes. You're going to feel like you've had a wonderful rest. We're up to 6, to 7, to 8, 9, 10. I hope you.
All right. So now that we are all back into the room, we're going to get started with a little introduction while I get the presentation set up. Bethany, why don't you start with introducing yourself and then just take us around the room with introductions while I get that set up for us, okay?
Well, hello, ladies. I know some of you and some of you I'm new to. I'm Bethany. I am the success advisor for our group, United in Success. And I'm really excited to be here today and talk about manifestation, which is a very, very powerful tool that we have at our fingertips to step into our best life, right? And I have been with Liberty working side by side with her for almost a year now, and we've known each other for over 20 years, which is crazy because we're so young ourselves. So since we were kids, we've known each other, and we reconnected and have been like this ever since. And yeah, so I'm really excited to be here with you guys, and take notes, absorb as much as you can, because we're going to be given a lot of good nuggets today. And how about Faye? You want to introduce yourself?
Yes, hello everyone. I'm Faye Elia. And I'm also a consultant with PGI, and I live in San Diego, California, neighbor to the people that live in California. And yes, that's what I do.
Awesome. Glad you're here, Faye.
Thank you.
How about Victoria?
A second. I'm new to all this. Yeah, I'm just new. I just want to learn more about it. Yeah. I cannot say much. It's been a long journey for me. I started about 5 years ago, just life changing my life slowly, changing the way I think, changing everything inside of me, and manifesting little things. And I'm truly grateful already where I'm at, but I wanna get a little more. So I'm just excited joining this class and learning from you ladies. And yeah, I didn't expect it to be so personal, so I wasn't ready for it all. But
It's good. We love to
yes.
know people, like on a personal level. The connection is really, really important and vital to me personally, and I know it is to Bethany also, and Faye.
Yeah, we're really excited to have you here, Victoria.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Tammy, you want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I am Tammy Jones. I'm not new to manifesting, but new-ish. I know the concepts behind it, but don't really know how to put it into practice. So I'm looking forward to learning how to do that better. And for me, a lot of it, I had a lot of resistance against it because I had a hard time connecting God with manifesting. So that put a big block for me for a long time. So I've had that shift.
What a breakthrough.
For a few months to understand that it is the same thing, and it's not going against my religion, and it's, you know, so, and I think there's probably a lot of people that feel that. So I'm happy to be here.
That's a really, really big block to push through. So be very proud of yourself.
Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely. I know that I struggled with that first. As a consultant, I thought, oh my gosh, what did I get myself into here? Because I practiced Christianity, and I was so relieved when a Christian woman got on the stage and she was talking about her success and manifesting. And I was like, thank God. I thought for a second I walked into like a hornet's nest of like craziness. But yeah, I'm glad that you brought that up, because that's another thing that I really am really wanting to do as a manifestation coach, mindset trainer, is bring about like the realness. What's the real objections that people have? What's the real limiting thoughts and the real blockages, and help people to work through that, because I find that that's a gap among people that I interview. So thank you for sharing.
Kasia?
Hello, everyone. I'm Kasia Parnell. I'm also not that new to manifestation. I actually, my personal life, I manifested a lot of things. I'm having a trouble in manifesting things in my business. So that's where I think I'm lacking the connection. I guess because it's new, and I mean, fairly new. I've always been in corporate world. And now I really want to focus on my business, and that's why I'm here. I want to learn more. Yeah, I'm excited to be here. I love the energy here, so looking forward to learning.
You're so glad you're here.
Jan?
I am Jan Spalina. Hi, I don't remember this person's name, but you must live somewhere where it's warm. I'm really envious, Victoria, because I'm freezing. I got a little heater going right here. Talked to a friend in Hawaii last night. She's in like a little sundress, and I'm like, oh.
Actually, it's not really warm here, but I've been in quarantine for the third time now, back to back, because my little daughter, because of the kindergarten. So we at home. I'm just in my comfortable clothes. So it's
I am
really
too, but those are like 3 layers here, you know. Actually better today. We have a little sun, so it's not quite so bad as today. Anyway, I'm Jan Spalina. Sorry to get off track. I have been at this for an awfully long time, but it's always so much fun to learn new things. I think it's just getting that mindset to stay in that open and receiving mode, because there's always things from external that can bring you away, can pull you away from that. So I love to learn. I am addicted to learning. I guess that makes sense because I'm a teacher. So I'm definitely addicted to learning, and I love to learn and soak up as much as possible. Thank you for having me here, ladies.
Yes, thank you so much for being
Yeah.
here. Jan is our oily friend too. We have 2 oily friends here, Kasia and Jan.
Oil sister.
Brittany?
Yeah, I remember you, Jan, from last call.
I'm also, I won't talk about that. Never mind. I'll be quiet.
Hi, I'm Brittany Kowalski, and I'm excited to be here. I am excited to learn more about manifestation because I've been manifesting things unconsciously, and I'm hoping to get better at consciously manifesting things. And I've worked with, Liberty for the last few months, so I'm really excited for this class.
Yay. Yeah, so glad that you're here. I know that you're not normally able to jump in on a midday thing, so I feel very blessed to have you here today. Thank you.
Thank you. I'm blessed to be here as well.
Awesome, awesome.
Chanel?
So I guess I'm last.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm not joining with a video. I look terrible.
No worries. Don't even worry about it. No apologies.
I work from home as a realtor. This is my first year in real estate. I just passed my first year and it's been really, really super challenging and not very successful. So I'm hoping that something here could give me some kind of insight on how to bring that success to myself.
Yes, girl.
And,
We're here to inspire
in the
you.
past, I've been pretty, thanks. And I've been pretty like critical of things like this because I don't really know anything about it. But I'm definitely feeling more open-minded and ready to see what you guys are talking about. I mean, you guys seem super happy and successful in the things that you guys are doing, so I would love to be a part of that.
Absolutely. So good. All right. We're going to just kick it off to, actually, Bethany, did you introduce yourself already?
Well, I did, but you didn't.
Oh, let me do it.
It's your turn.
All right, everybody. I'm Liberty Santiago. I am a certified Bob Proctor consultant, mindset trainer, and manifestation coach. And I have the luxury of being in Bob's space with his materials. And the programs that I work with are transformational. And what I'm bringing to you today is only a sliver of what you can expect when you fully apply your mind to your life and to your goals. And I'm really, really excited that everyone has come here with an open mind and is looking to grow, because that is absolutely in alignment with my purpose, is to help people transition from where they're at now to where they really want to be going in the space of being happy about where they're at, accepting where they're at, and accepting that there is more for you, right? Because happiness is found along the way of pursuing our goals, and we're going to get into all of that. So thank you again for being here. This means the world to me that you guys have chosen to take your time and learn with me today. So without further ado, I'm going to bring us to our presentation now. I'm going to give you a little sneak peek into my life, a little bit more about me. So who I am at my core is I'm creative, inspiring, and I'm a manifester. I mean, hey, we're all manifestors. I have the gift of connection. I'm able to easily connect with other people. I'm easy to connect with my higher self. Easy to make connections from one person to the next for resources and networking and things like that. So if you ever are looking for somebody to help you in your line of work or to help expand your business, just reach out. I probably know somebody and have experience with them. And I would love to be able to help other people, other badass women, entrepreneurs, and just people in the online space. I think it's becoming more personable now, especially with the global pandemic that we've been experiencing, that we have a new way, you know, and this is really cool. So for my professional background, I have been an oral surgery assistant, financial coordinator, business builder, wellness advocate, and I have shifted my talents into becoming this mindset coach, which is absolutely in alignment with my deep purpose in the world, which is to help people on a profound level. In my previous position, I was able to manifest twice my annual income with a bonus structure. So I know that manifestation is possible. I know what I can achieve is just on the other side of my beliefs. So with being a Proctor Gallagher Institute consultant, I have been able to manifest my first goal, which was to become certified within a very short period of time. So that was recently. So this is me on a personal level here. This is me with my partner, Alex, and we are business partners as well as life partners, and these are our children. He has the two boys on the left, and my two children are on the right, and we are the modern day blended family. We have tons of chaos and normal family drama that happens, and interrupting sibling patterns with being a blended family has posed so many different challenges, but I want to let you know that it has given me so many opportunities for growth. So manifesting, that's what you guys are here for today. Manifesting like a boss. Most people who are in the group and most people who I talk to have either a side hustle or have a business that they are running online, or they have a brick and mortar, or even a hybrid where they're doing business online and in an office space. So manifesting like a boss is a pretty important skill because, first of all, it's a tool that we all use. And like Brittany said, she's been manifesting unconsciously, but now that you know that this is a tool you can use, let's go over some things that might be possible for you to start manifesting. So just some examples here of things that I have manifested recently is cars, a home, the man of my dreams I just showed you, other relationships and business, which have been really powerful. You're looking at the living, breathing Bethany. She is an amazing asset to me and to everybody who meets her. And I'm so blessed and honored that I've manifested her back into my life at this capacity. I can't make this stuff up, you guys. This is the way that it works when you manifest. I have manifested travel and diamonds. Becoming my own boss is something really recent also. This is my first year as a business owner, CEO. And I have also been manifesting checks in the mail. The highest check I have received in the mail has been over $10,000 just this year. And that was all due to the practices of the techniques that I'm going to share with you guys today. So if you think that manifesting is little, it's little. If you think manifesting is big, then it's big. So just remember that you're manifesting at the rate of what your dominant thoughts are and what your belief systems are. So this is why I share this with you, what I have manifested, because if you can see any bit of yourself in me, then you can start to believe that this stuff is available for you as well. So I'm not here to brag about these things. I'm here to expand your horizons on what's available for you. So I want to ask you guys, what do you want to manifest? Just take a moment to type into the chat something that you really have been wanting to manifest. Like, what's the top thing that you wish that you could just wake up to tomorrow? The news of, your goal arrived. What is it that you want to manifest? And I'm asking this for a number of different reasons. One, I want to get to know you. And two, I want to get to understand what is the collective energy thoughts, because we're all thought power. And I want to see if there's any synchronicities. So go ahead and type into the chat, what is it that you want to manifest? Is it money? Is it relationships? Is it a new home? Is it travel? What is it that you want? Success in your business, any of those things. So what I want to do is I want to help you reach those new heights. And let's start by bringing your mind to the figure that you have earned last year. The total amount that you earned last year, how would it make you feel if that was double? I mean, would that pretty much excite you? Would that give you a reason to want to keep going, momentum? Give you the mindset that more is possible for you, that you could even triple your annual income? I am telling you that your income is just on the other side of your belief system. I'm going to read some of these here in the chat. So $100,000 in the business, more clients, success in business, money, great relationships, to own a business, confidence, financial freedom, security, dream home. Yes, 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 yes. I love it. All of this is totally within reach of what you can do with manifestation. So you must know two things when you're on your manifestation journey. The two things that you must know is where you're at now. This is really important. This is awareness, right? Where are you starting at right now? And then the next thing is, where do you want to go? Where are you heading? Because if you were to put into the navigation where you're going, you're more likely to get there, right? And navigation these days with technology is getting you there faster and faster. But you'll never get anywhere if you don't even know where you're going. So I'm going to ask you right now to just let go of all of your own limiting beliefs. If you think that you don't have enough time, enough resources, enough talent, worthiness, I just want you to leave that at the door right now. And imagine, stretch that imagination out farther and start to dream a little bit. I think as adults, we forget that. We forget that imagination is one of our intellectual faculties. This is our God-given talent to imagine. But we're so programmed to believe that our life is dictated by what's going on around us. So what we're going to cover today is building the life of your dreams and what steps there are to be the creator of your life, giving you some habits that will guarantee that you manifest like a boss. This will also give you some strategy to live out the life of your dreams. So goals are really important to have, and this is where we're talking about where are you going? Individuals without goals, they're lost. They don't have a compass. And you got to get up in the morning and get excited about where you're going. And this is why proper goal setting is super vital. Because if you don't set the right kind of goal, the kind of goal that sets your soul on fire, you're setting yourself up for disaster. Because after day, and the success is not showing up, you must be reminded of why you're doing the things that you're doing, why you're going after this goal. So it's important that you get really connected with that. But don't worry, because most people who are not going after what they want, even some of the most serious goal seekers and goal setters, they're only going after what they think they can get. And this is just a powerful quote here to bring to your awareness that most people aren't even going after what they want because they limit themselves constantly by what's going on around them. And there's 3 different kinds of goals that we're going to talk about. And the A type of goal, this is the goal that you already know how to do. This is like, let's say, for example, Chanel, she wanted to be a realtor. So she went out and she got her real estate license. And so, being a realtor, she already knows how to do that, right? So saying I want to be a realtor isn't necessarily a goal that's going to grow her because she's already there in that space. So the next type of goal is the goal that you think that you know how to do. This is the B type of goal. And this is the goal that you set out where you say, if everything comes into alignment, if all the resources and things show up, then I'll be able to accomplish my goals. But the reason why this is so detrimental to your success is because this is not tied to very much emotional earnings. You're not very emotionally tied to this particular goal. This is something that, it's just like, oh, maybe it'll happen. But then as times get tough, you're like, you know, maybe I just didn't really want to do that. I think I got this idea that I wanted to go after this goal because my spouse said I was good at this, or my best friend was doing this network marketing thing. And maybe it's just for her and it's not for me, right? This is the mediocre. This is the danger zone. This is the worst goal that you can set, is the B type goal. The C type of goal, this is the one that I want to help you out with. This is the one that you don't know how to do, but this is the one that you really, really want. This is the one that sets your soul on fire. This is what you are connected to. Like for me, I knew that I wanted to help people on a deep level, and I didn't know how I was going to become a consultant. And part of my story is that I just quit my job and I put faith in God to bring me everything that I needed and the people that I needed to help. And that is exactly what happened. And I'm not saying you need to go out there and quit your job right now, but I am telling you that because I'm so convicted that I'm meant to help people on a deep level, that I manifested this outcome. And now my vision is growing even bigger. So what is it that really sets your soul on fire? That's what I want to know, what your goal is. And it probably has something to do with what you put in the chat that you really want to manifest. And so we were talking earlier about how the world is so small and how we're all connected and we're energy, right? So if you believe that energy is neither created nor destroyed, everything that you ever want is here in this physical reality right now, but you may not see it in your physical world. This world is an abundant place. This universe is an abundant storehouse for you. It simply is a matter of choosing the thoughts which will put you in harmony with the vibration that you desire. This is about manifesting. When I work with my clients, it's very important that they maintain a high vibration no matter what's going on around them. And we quickly remove the limiting beliefs to keep their vibration really high so that they can continue to manifest powerfully and continuously. And that's also done with a community of energy. Collective energy is very important. So when you're going out to manifest, you want to first ask for what it is that you want, right? So you guys all put in the chat what it is that you wanted. And that is you asking. You're asking the universe. You're saying it out loud. You must believe that you will receive the goodness that you are seeking. Your belief is absolutely tied to your manifestation power. Your belief is always going to stunt you or help grow you towards what your goals are. And you receiving the goodness in your life is important. So you must be prepared to receive. We're going to get into that in just a minute. How do you prepare to receive? You have to be an open vessel. Being an open vessel means being open to receiving in different ways too. Sometimes when we're manifesting, we get really locked into, oh, I want to have a successful business, right? I want to earn $10,000 a month. And sometimes when I'm working with people, I like to challenge them and ask them, would you be opposed to earning $10,000 outside of your business? It's a good question. If you're truly open to manifesting, then you want to release how it's going to happen. So being prepared to receive is by raising your self-image. This is the image that you have of yourself. This is the one that you don't really expose to anyone else. How you show up online or how you go greet people, that's one image, right? But how do you feel about yourself? To be open to receiving, you must raise your self-image to this higher version if you want to grow. Act as if it's already happened. So if you want to be a millionaire, if you want to be successful, I challenge you to dress the part, to show up confidently, to eliminate the idea that you're not good enough. Act as if you are. This is important. The book, The Art of Acting by Stella Adler, is a great book that you can get, so that way you can learn how to manifest quicker by learning how to act the part that you want to embody. And use your intellectual faculties. I have a whole other presentation where we dive really deep into the intellectual faculties. You have 6 of them, and it's important that you learn what they are, but we'll do that on a whole nother time. So using your intellectual faculties, thinking. Most people think that they're thinking, but they're not thinking. They would rather die than think of a solution. True thinking is solution-based. Worry, fear, and doubt, that's what most people think that they're doing when they're thinking. That's not thinking at all. Be in harmony with the goodness that you want to attract. The book was called The Art of Acting by Stella Adler. This book, Psycho-Cybernetics, this is an amazing book. This is by Maxwell Maltz. And what he discovered by being a plastic surgeon was something remarkable to do with psychotherapy, psycho-cybernetics. He discovered that we all have a cybernetic mechanism inside of us, much like a thermostat. And what he saw is when he would do plastic surgery, let's say somebody had an ugly bump on their nose, he would fix the bump on their nose, and the surgery would go really, really well. And the person would present with the same self-image as before. And sometimes he would notice a great psychological difference with the surgery. Same outcome physically, but a different outcome psychologically. And that's because people set their self-image higher, and then they have the physical manifestation of what they want, and then they are presenting in this new way. So we all have that ability to manifest higher. So this cybernetic mechanism is much like a thermostat. So if you were cold in your room, you wouldn't focus on trying to get warmer, trying to get your body warmer, would you? Would you sit there and just say, I'm warm, I'm warm, I'm warm? Or would you go over to the thermostat and set the temperature higher to tell the furnace to kick on? So that's what you can do with your self-image, is you can set your self-image higher. You can set your finances higher. You can set your expectation for your income higher. It's all within your reach to do this. So what is your current self-image? How do you feel about yourself? How do you show up to other people? How do you communicate with other people? Are you recluse, withdrawn? Do you have a hard time saying how you feel? How do you show up in the mirror? So what is the self-image of the person that you need to become in order to live this manifested reality? That's a question I really want you guys to either take a screenshot or write this down. What is the self-image of the person that I need to become to manifest this reality? You need to show up a little bit differently. So let go of the past. You can do nothing about what has happened 10 minutes ago, yesterday, 3 months ago, 3 years ago, 20 years ago. Let that shit go. Right here and right now is where you have power to say who you are, act how you want to act, and show up and manifest like a boss. So forgiving yourself is super vital to manifesting, because we all have a past, right? And if you stick around long enough, you'll learn that I have had just a horrific divorce and went through alcoholism and prescriptions and mental health struggles, challenges, and the whole 9 yards, you guys. I am nobody perfect, but I would not be where I'm at today if I didn't forgive myself for all the things that have happened in the past. And does it matter what other people think? Hell no. It only matters what you think of yourself right here, right now, moving forward, and how you're going to show up. So show up as that person that you want to become. I encourage you to write down a couple of characteristics of this person that you want to become. Think about some people in your life that you really look up to. And what are some of the characteristics that these people have? And how can you implement those characteristics in your life? This isn't about becoming someone else. This is about becoming the highest version of yourself. So are you happy? Are you jumping up for joy? Do you feel accomplished? Do you feel on top of the world? Do you feel that you are growing? You are climbing the ladder? You are making powerful connections? How is it that you want to feel? And if you don't feel that way now, when will you feel that way? When are you going to allow yourself to feel that way? Are you tying these feelings to certain accomplishments? Because I want to tell you right now that your happiness is a choice. Your growth is a choice. Your mindset is a choice that you make every single day. So we're going to talk really quick about this crazy little stick figure here. This looks like probably the most elementary thing you have ever seen, and you're probably thinking, what in the heck? But this is a powerful lesson. Has anybody here seen this before? No, Kasha says no. Jan has seen this before. Maybe, yeah, Tammy says she's seen it before. Brittany says no. Oh my gosh, you guys are in for a treat. Okay, but you can't just have this lesson one time. So I absolutely recommend that you come back to this lesson over and over again. The stick figure is a way to bring order into your mind about how your mind works. And the stick figure was developed by a man by the name of Dr. Thurman Van Fleet. And it's just an illustration that talks about how your mind is separated in 2 parts. And scientists and theologians will argue that there's many different parts of your mind. And yes, there is. But today we're only going to talk about 2 parts of our mind. And I'm sure you guys can guess what they are. It's the conscious mind and the subconscious mind. And do you see how, let me go back one. So do you see how the mind represents the bigger part of the stick figure? The body is really small. And the reason why is because the mind is the control center for everything. It controls your results. It controls your behavior. It controls your attitude. It controls everything. So it's really important that you understand how your mind works, because it is literally making you do or not do everything. And this affects your manifestation power. So the conscious mind, this is your thinking mind. This is where you get all of your media, you're listening to music. This is your senses. And the subconscious mind, this is your feeling mind. This is your emotional mind. So when you have feelings about certain things, it's because you have developed a programming, you've developed a thought that has been embedded into your subconscious mind that now makes you feel a certain way about things. And the subconscious mind is great because it wants to protect you. And in many different cases, it will help you from causing catastrophic harm to yourself, such as we don't jump off of bridges, right? Because we don't want to die. So your feeling about not jumping off the bridge without a tether is pretty good. So your subconscious mind does powerful things for you, right? So it's not a bad thing, but it is something to understand. So you have these 5 senses that are going into your conscious mind, which is sight, taste, touch, smell, and hear. And what goes into your intellectual mind, this is where you get to choose your thoughts. So if somebody says, you know, the sky is purple, you get to choose that thought in your conscious mind. But if somebody says the sky is purple long enough, you may be thinking, well, maybe I don't really know what purple is. Maybe I thought purple was blue the whole time, and now I'm going to believe that the sky is purple. And that is the thought that you will accept and put into your emotional mind. So you have the power in your intellectual highway, so to speak, to stay in your lane and to focus on what it is that you want. Or you have the chance of letting everybody run you over with their thoughts and their input, right? So use your reason, use your intellectual faculties to decide what helps move the needle towards your goals or not. So these intellectual faculties are imagination, perception, will, reason, and intuition, and memory. And when we are visioneering, when we're manifesting, we are going to shut off all of those senses. And that's where meditation comes in. That is a practice of shutting off everything and just being still and focusing in on quieting those senses. And when we are manifesting, going towards something that we really want, we are going to draw on our imagination and our will, and we are going to hold the image of what we want into our mind with constant spaced repetition as a practice. And there's several ways that you can do this, and we're going to go over different ways. But imagination is where you build up the image of what it is that you want, who it is that you want to be, and what it is that you want to do. What's your life going to be like, and how will it feel? And your self-image is what we're talking about here, you guys. How are you going to know where you're going if you don't spend time imagining this and building this story out for yourself? So the will is the mental faculty that we're using to focus in on this new imagined reality until it's impressed on the subconscious mind. And this is where people give up and they say, I've been trying to manifest and nothing has been happening, because you are not exercising the will for long enough. The people who stay focused the longest win. I'm going to repeat that. The people who stay focused the longest win. So just stay focused. It doesn't matter what's going on around you. Get so involved with this new person that you're becoming. This is what we call our life script. We're building our life script. We're literally imagining this. Think back right now. What you have in your life, what you've manifested in your life, I'm sure you have prayed for this one day. One day you did this. One day you said, I want to be in a house. I want to have a husband and some children. I want to start my business. One day you prayed for exactly where you're at. So don't forget that you can pray for, you can manifest what you want moving forward. And this is so good right here, guys. People tell me this all the time. Why am I not manifesting at the rate that I want to? Why am I not? It just is not showing up yet. The bigger the manifestation, the longer it takes sometimes, because we have limiting beliefs that have been built up over time. Maybe even they've been built up from a past lifetime, whatever your belief system is, whatever you're holding on to. That's why we say to let it go. Let go of those things so you can manifest clearly. And how you can transform your dreams into reality is by mentorship. So your goals turn into achievements and your thinking turns into results when you use the mentorship, the mastermind ability of magnifying your thought power with someone who can hold the space for you, someone who can show you the way that they have been there successful ahead of you. And it's not to say that they're better than you, just to say that they've done this before, that they've studied themselves to the level of mastering their mind. So my chosen mentor is Bob Proctor. He has been studying the mind and human potential for 60 years. And he has direct ties with Ray Stanford, Napoleon Hill, and Earl Nightingale, who are world famous thought leaders on the subject. And they developed personal development as an industry. So I'm going to follow their lead, and I'm going to do exactly what Bob tells me to do. And this is the stuff, you guys. He tells me to work directly with him and to take up this daily study. Exactly what I'm telling you right now is exactly what I do. I would never ask you to do anything that I'm not willing and prepared to do myself. So limiting beliefs that you have, they sound like this. Who am I to do this? It'll be really hard. What will others think of me? I don't want to be greedy. And what if I fail? We're just going to cancel those out because they're not doing us any good. This is where people talk about dropping things or releasing things that aren't serving them anymore. Those thoughts don't serve your highest good. Get them out of there. Where do they even come from? If you want to be analytical about it, I work with a lot of people who are very like logical, and they got to explain everything and analyze everything. So go back to, where did you develop these thoughts from? Because this is not how you would think about yourself without the outside influence of other people. Because we are love, we are gratitude, we are God's highest form of creation. God doesn't want you thinking like this. Source doesn't want you thinking like this. The universe doesn't want you thinking like this. This tears you down and takes you away from helping other people. And I want to see you in flow. I want to see you manifesting amazing, powerful outcomes. I want to get your DM that says, oh my gosh, I just landed 2 more clients out of the blue. Thank you so much. And it's not because I want the recognition or the credit. That's what I'm here to do, is to see you guys win. So this stick figure, learning how to think with your thinking mind and your senses and your energy in, that's all your consciousness. And your subconscious mind is what is emotionally involved. And this is what you want to impress here, is your new self-image and your new manifestation. What is it that you want to manifest? That has to go into the subconscious mind. And the subconscious mind does not know if what you put in it is real or fake. It really doesn't. It has no discrimination factor to it. So you get to choose. And those thoughts that go into your feeling mind, that causes you to do or not to do certain things, habits. And those habits are what is forming your results in your life. So if you're not happy with the results in your life, I'm going to ask you to go backwards in the diagram and look at your habits. What are your habits that you're doing? Are they helping you to get closer to your manifested goal or not? And it's not to say that you're not doing it, right? Leveling up is the study of yourself. It is truly for you to find how you can become that higher version, how you can talk in a way that is more stimulating and encouraging to yourself, how you can speak to other people, speak truth into them, how you can absorb energy in a more efficient way, and how you can protect your energy as well. So here's a couple of things, and then I'm going to turn it over to Bethany here for a couple of examples. So you must think what you want is happening before it can ever happen. So remember at the beginning where I said, if you think you can manifest a little, you can manifest a little. If you could think that you can manifest a lot, you can manifest a lot. So I'm over here manifesting a lot of things because my belief system is pretty stretched out there. And some people call me crazy, and that's fine. I'm manifesting crazy cool stuff. So whatever you guys want to believe. Order is heaven's first law. Bringing order to your mind is going to greatly increase your chances of manifesting. So get really orderly with what it is that you're wanting. Create that visualization tool. If you guys missed out on the recent vision board workshop, I have a template that you can purchase that makes your vision board process so quick, easy, no cutting, no pasting. You can repurpose this as many times as you want, but the vision board brings order to your mind. Look up any personal development guru and they are using vision boards. They don't put their whole manifestation power in them, but it's just a tool. So That visualization is a key to success. It's a secret, really, because most people discount it and think, oh my gosh, that's so silly, that's so ridiculous, you're not going to manifest. Well, I have made vision boards and manifested what I wanted within a couple of days and a couple months. So you tell me if a vision board is ridiculous or not. And you attract the resources by recognition. So by recognizing what it is that you want, you are putting yourself into the vibration of receiving and attracting more of what you want. Allowing this impression on your subconscious mind, this is your superpower, you guys. I'm telling you. I'm not here to just, have this magical new thought come into your mind. Just try it for yourself. The worst that you can experience is exactly the same thing that you have going on in your life. No movement at all. So let's see. Tammy says that she has her vision board on her home screen and her lock screen of her phone. That is powerful, because what you're doing is you are putting it in your constant space repetition. You're always seeing it. So you're being reminded of it. And I have the same thing. So my vision board is on my laptop. So I get to see it all the time. So that's definitely a great trick. All right, so Bethany, why don't you talk to us about this topic here and how this helps you with manifesting?
Okay, so daily meditation practice is extremely important because it's allowing you to calm your mind, get internal, and really set intentions for what you are wanting to create in your life. And this, along with affirmations, is huge. Affirmations are extremely important because alongside what we're talking about, repetition, saying things over and over and over is allowing your mind, your conscious mind, to set it into the subconscious mind that's just receiving information. That's all it's doing, is receiving. And if you're only, or most of the time, right, most of the time giving it positive, where you are wanting to be, where you're seeing yourself, what you're envisioning for yourself, if that's what you're giving your subconscious mind over and over and over, what do you think is going to happen? That is going to be the reality that you see. And affirmations are anything from I am good enough, I'm strong enough, I am a client magnet, I am in service to others always, I wake up consistently with a positive attitude. Things like that is building the strength internally that you need. Writing them down is extremely important. You're imprinting on your subconscious mind in a different way. Speaking them out loud does something completely different as well. It's huge. Looking at yourself in the mirror, positive things about yourself, about who you are, who you're wanting to become, who you're stepping into, is just another layer. This is another sub tool of the affirmations. And I highly suggest, if you don't already, to make a recording of yourself with affirmations, along with your goals. Hearing that on repeat over and over is imprinting it even further on your subconscious mind that that is who you are. You are already embodying that person that you're affirming to yourself over and over and over. And it just rings differently. It's an experiment you can try. Hearing somebody else speak affirmations and then hearing yourself speak them does something completely different to how you're receiving it and how your body is, how it's leveling up your vibration, which is exactly what you need to be doing. Daily gratitude practice is, I start every single morning with a daily gratitude journal. And this is allowing you to, you're getting into the feeling, which is extremely important for what you're wanting to create in your life. You're appreciating the things that you have already. And the other layer is being in gratitude for the things that you will have. You're already feeling the feelings of what it is that you're desiring. If you are trying to manifest a brand new car, you are already grateful for the car. You're already grateful that it's happened, that you were able to receive it. It's extremely important to be in a space of gratitude because it helps your attitude be positive, and your attitude is a reflection of what you're thinking, which is everything for what we're talking about right now, is manifesting the life of your dreams.
That's so powerful and so good. So just to kind of expand on that, like exactly what we do for gratitude is, like she said, we're grateful in advance for things that we want. So we list out a total of 10 things every day, and we feel grateful for each of those things. And we use a timer, and we just are like very, very routine about it. And in that 10 minutes, we are picking 5 things that we have now in our reality that we can see in this, 3-dimensional world that we're in. And the 5 things that we want to manifest. And like she said, being truly grateful for what's to come. And also, if you're having blocks about things, look back at your life. What have you manifested? Have you ever gone really without the things that you absolutely needed to live? Let go of the idea that you're not going to have enough, and get into the idea that you're always going to be taken care of, into that very high space, and that things are just going to get better and better for you. It's that belief that's really powerful. And I know that Bethany talked about the daily affirmations, really loving yourself. And we kind of went over the visualization, but why don't you expand on that for us just a little bit?
Well, it's a simultaneous connection to the affirmations and the gratitude and everything. And daily visualization, I think for me, is amazing right before you go to bed. And what this allows you to do is you get in this really deep, creative, imaginative space where you can just create anything that wherever your imagination can take you. That's where you want to go all the way, and then go even further than where you think you can go. And you're allowing that to be impressed on your subconscious mind while you're sleeping. And that is exactly what you're trying to do, is change the belief systems about what you're able to have in your life and what you're able to create. By doing it daily, it's the repetition, which is extremely important. Consistently repeating the same things over and over and over allows that impression on your subconscious mind to become stronger and stronger. And that is what is going to snowball effect it into your reality, into this world that you are manifesting.
It's absolutely so good, because our programming is, for the most part, what we see, right? And by visualizing, we're expanding the goodness. We are taking it to where we want it to go. We're not just that play toy for what's happening around us. You are the creator of your life. And by taking up this practice, you are helping yourself to go in the direction that you want, not just with the flow. People who go with the flow, they are afraid and they are not sure. And I also want to touch on this, is that this is your God-given ability to be a co-creator of your life. This is what is referred to as the will. We all have free will. We create our destinies, right? And we all have choices. So everything we've been talking about today is very empowering, positive, uplifting. This does not go against your beliefs. You can be of any religious background and have this work for you. It's just not widely talked about in most religions. And I think that has to do with fear. But that is my own personal opinion. So what we're doing here, guys, is we're training your mind. Your mind is the control center for your life. So why not train it how you want things to go? And by taking up an actual study, learning more and more about your mind, this is just a sliver here of what you will learn if you take up a program of study that is going to help you release your money blocks and help you manifest the business outcomes, manifest the car or the home and all the things that you want. So what we covered so far is visioneering means acting, or excuse me, tongue-tied here. Visioneering means thinking in a certain way. We're teaching you to think in a new way. If you keep thinking the way that you're thinking, you're going to keep getting what you're getting. But if you're believing that you're worth more, then we're going to teach you how to think in a new way that's in harmony with your belief. Even if it's a small belief right now, that's all you need is a little bit of belief in yourself. And we can help you to grow that. Create order in your mind. That's what we're doing when we are setting our goals. That's why it's really important that you take the time to do this. If you train yourself, manifesting works for everyone. You don't have to have a certain educational background. You don't have to speak in a certain way. You don't have to come from a certain part of the world. Anyone can manifest. Anyone can have success. So here's some tips to make it stick. Is write down your goals. And don't stop there. Write them down repetitively. This morning for our accountability call, we wrote down our goal from the top of the page to the bottom. We took 15 minutes to write down repetitively our goal. I know what my goal is, and I have it written down on a goal card, and I stare at my goal card every single day. So I have my vision board on my laptop. I have my goal card. I'm writing my goal every single day. You want to walk this walk so that way you can manifest in a routine way. Visualize yourself with this goal achieved, and not just once. Make it a daily habit right before bed. It can't take you longer than a minute or two. But if you haven't been very imaginative or creative and you've been allowing fear, doubt, and worry to cloud your mind, then it could feel like a real chore. You can think, oh my gosh, I can't even think to what I want to do. Think of yourself on a vacation. Think of yourself doing something you have never done before. And just every day make a practice of expanding that goal bigger and bigger and getting more and more details into that. I know what it's like, you guys, to have a hard time even visualizing myself growing. And this is where I knew I really had a problem, is because I thought, oh my goodness, I cannot even focus on what I want. So don't think that when you go to do this, and if it is difficult, that you should stop. Think of this as your beginning point, and everyone has to start somewhere. Focus on goal achieving activities every single day. On our accountability calls in the morning, we write out a success list, and I'm encouraging you guys to take up this practice as well. Write down 1 to 6 things that you're going to commit to doing every single day, because failing to plan is planning to fail. I know you have heard that before. Develop great rituals. And when I say rituals, I'm not talking about magic. I'm talking about habits. If you like magic, that's your own deal. There's nothing wrong with that. But develop high performance habits that you're knowing every single day. What are you doing when you wake up? You're not waiting for the day to happen to you. You are telling the day what's going to happen. You wake up and have a powerful start to your day. I start my day at 4:30 in the morning. I do meditation, gratitude, absorb some really powerful, nutritious mindset training, and I get together with people so that I can raise my vibration first thing in the morning. And I know that that's going to happen every single day. So develop a great habit. Surround yourself with successful people. You have probably heard this before, but if you hang around dogs, you're going to get fleas. right? So hang around people who are doing what you want to be doing so they can encourage you and guide you and give you tips and tricks. If you hang around people who don't have goals, pretty soon you're not going to have goals, because you're going to then accept that what you have in your life is perfectly acceptable, and going for more is, you know, maybe ridiculous, because that's like the culture, right? So expand your culture by going around people who are doing what you want to be doing. If you want to be successful in business, find someone who's successful in business and ask them what they're doing. Most of the time, successful people want to help you. So reach out and ask the question. And if you don't, I want to ask you this question. Are you really prepared to be successful? Or are you just wishing or hoping? So be in a mastermind group. I am launching this beta mastermind group. It starts in January. And because it is a beta, it is a phenomenal opportunity to get in. We're looking for people to get amazing results. So me and the other consultant, Lillian, we are really bound to you and your results. So we will be over delivering, looking for feedback, looking for you to get breakthroughs and things like that. And we'll talk about the opportunity a little bit more in just a moment. But being in that mastermind group helps to magnify your mind, helps to continuously raise your vibration, and that collective energy is going to hold the space for you not to give up, for you not to fail, for you to keep reaching, keep studying, keep growing, study yourself, study from industry leading experts, people who have gone out before you and have done what you want to do in a powerful way. There's no reason to reinvent the wheel. But I'm going to say this, take 100% responsibility for your results. If you're not getting the results that you want in your life, it has nothing to do with your boyfriend, your husband, your mom, your situation. Everything has to do with you. You get in the way of yourself a lot of the time. I get in the way of myself a lot of the time. Nobody is perfect. But when we can stop blaming other people, we can step into power, because we have the ability to change our thoughts, feelings, actions, behaviors, habits, all of that. And so this is just a little wrap up. This tells you it's important to set that C-type goal. This is the one that really sets your soul on fire. This is the one that's going to help you stay the course. When you have those tough days, those tough weeks, or even tough months, you've got to stay connected with that burning desire inside. But your subconscious mind controls your results. So if you don't feel you can do it, you probably won't be able to do it. So we want to reprogram that subconscious mind to believe that you can go after anything that it is that you want to go after. That you are God's highest form of creation with infinite ability. Information is not enough to break these habits, guys. I know I've been doing these webinars for, like Bethany said, almost a year. So information doesn't break the habits. Action and mentorship is what breaks the habits, what breaks the paradigm in the mind, what helps you go towards really great, big, powerful, beautiful things. And having, you know, somebody who really holds the belief, you know, for me and my business is right here. Bethany, she's right here. She's been with me the whole time. And she just really, really has this unshakable faith about doing this work, because it's worked for her and it's worked for me and it's working for the other clients that are in the program. And it's exciting. So break the habits by getting into a program of study. And success is a lawful process. It's not like you have to come from experience or education or a certain belief system to make this work for you. And there's such a value in mastermind team. And so asking yourself what it is that you want personally and professionally, and keep asking yourself this every day. And asking yourself this every day will help bring clarity to your mind. Because what is dominating in your thoughts has been controlling you. But there's intuitive hits, there's these downloads that you get every now and then, there's inspiration that you get from other people. And I hope to inspire you today. that you can have whatever you want. It's just out there for you to get it. So what I'm doing is I'm offering a strategy call, and on this strategy call, we will clarify what it is that you want. I have a gift of connection and being able to help people remove, their virus code that's embedded in their speech that they don't even realize that they're getting in their own way, even just by how they talk. And if that's you, if you want to get clarity, then that's what I can help you with on this call, is get clarity, what it is that you want and how you have been holding yourself back and how we can help you break free. And this strategy that I offer will help make 2021 the best year of your life. And there's no reason to wait, other than there's only 3 spots available for this free strategy call. So I'm gonna drop the link to my call schedule in the chat in just a moment. And then I'm gonna open it up for questions, and Bethany is highly capable of answering questions as well. So we can just go back and forth with questions. And then, like I was mentioning, me and Lillian are opening up our You Were Born Rich Mastermind. Bob Proctor does the same mastermind, and he charges $30,000 for this particular course. And because we are his consultants, we get access to the same material. And what we're doing, because we're just launching this, is we're creating this at such a breakthrough price at 50% off. So after this quarter that starts in January, the price is going to go up to double the beta. So beta testers are asked to get amazing results, asked to give testimony, feedback, and suggestions to make the next round in April a most expansive and valuable mastermind for people who are coming on board thereafter. So for this exchange of service, we are giving 50% off. So I absolutely am opening up that invitation to you guys. Ask any questions that you want about qualifying to be a beta tester, any of those questions. And we're going to dive deeper into this mastermind opportunity on Wednesday at 1 p.m. We are going to be talking all about the prosperity consciousness and money mindset. So if money mindset is really important to you, that event you want to get in on, and continue your training, guys. This stuff is supposed to be repeated because we don't expect you to develop new habits and new thought patterns by attending one webinar. So apply yourself to this material, and I'm going to open it up for questions, and I'm going to get the link ready for you guys to be able to book a call. I know Tammy may have some questions about manifesting. Did this open up any insights to manifesting?
It did, but I'm also one of those logical people that you talked about. So I always have to know the structure behind things, how things work. And I have a hard time giving up that it has to be X, Y, Z. You have to do it exactly this way. So what would be a suggestion around breaking that, I guess, to be able to be more open to manifest things to come to me however they're going to come? So say,
Yeah.
I want to make X amount of dollars, so then I break it down by I got to do this, 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 and this to get to that point. So how would you recommend removing that I have to do these things in order to get to there?
Well, I think that you have a strategic mind, and you're a strategic expert. So I think absolutely that's an intellectual way to go about it. Manifesting means working in flow. So that way you're just attracting the things to come to you and releasing all the strategy. Have you heard of, here's an example, because we think in stories, right? You've heard the analogy that people say that you can be successful at your business without a website, right?
Yeah.
But how many people have you talked to that believe that they have to have a website to be successful?
Pretty much everyone.
Pretty much everyone. But
Including
that's,
me, I have it locked in my head and my website's been down for 2 years, so.
and Tammy, I've spoke to you and you're pretty successful.
Yeah.
So that's just an example. So what we can do is bring up stories and examples, and through reading case studies of other people who have gone out before you and have manifested, like myself, $10,000 check in the mail. You're not going to refuse that, right?
No, heck no.
Yeah. So it's not to say stop doing what you're doing. It's just to add on to that, to be open to the gifts of the universe.
Okay.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, it makes sense. I am very strategic and very logical, and very things are in a certain order to happen because that's my business. So, yeah.
And we don't want you to stop that. Bethany, do you want to expand on that concept at all?
Well, I think you you hit it on the head.
Okay. Bethany is always here because if I'm like, forget something, I mean, you know what I mean? Like, we're better together. So anybody else have any questions? Chanel, how about you? I know that you said you're new to this manifesting. Love to hear your feedback on this manifesting concept.
I think everything sounds really like spot on. Like it sounds like some things that I'm gonna start implementing. Yeah, that's basically it. I got a really positive vibe from the whole thing.
Awesome. Super pumped to hear that. Thank you for your feedback. I appreciate it. Kasha, why don't you give us any questions that you have about maybe some of the techniques that we talked about using today, any of the things that we talked about that you maybe are already doing or not doing. Love to hear what you say.
What I loved the most is setting up the goals and repeating them, and stay focused. Which I know of myself. I like the shiny objects everywhere, and can be involved in a lot of things. But it really stuck to me today that to stay focused, make up your goals, and just follow and repeat it every day. And that's what really stood up for me today.
I love that. So good. How about you, Faye? I know that you are much of an expert yourself, so let's tap into your mind. Oh, you're muted.
Yeah, I think what stood out to me today is what's really important is focusing on what you want, and regardless the circumstances. And I was thinking about my own circumstance when you were talking, where I want a situation to change and I'm afraid to approach it. So as you were talking, I was thinking in my head, I need to change it in my mind, so then it'll change in my physical life.
Yes, exactly.
And I think that really stood out to me, like, okay, I want this situation to change, and I want it to change, but what I need to do first is change it in my mind. Mm-hmm. And keep focusing on that and visualizing that in my mind, so then I see it in my physical life. And that's what stood out to me today. Yeah, that was so powerful and so great.
Yeah, awesome. Well, you're a good manifestor too, Faye. I want to remind you, I know we've gotten really close over this last year, and I've seen you manifest some pretty cool things. So don't forget about your own power, but that's why we come together regularly. Faye has direct access to me, and she's still here on, on this webinar because she knows the power of repetition. She's smart.
Yes.
She listens to Bob Proctor, and he says repetition is where you're going to find the success. Don't stop. So
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
It's all in your mind. I mean, we, like you mentioned, Liberty, we do get in our own way, and it's all in our head. And the reason we get in our own way is because of our limiting negative beliefs that we have stored in there. So when these rise up, we get in our own way. So it's really, really important to change that around, to interrupt it, and focus on what we want.
I love that you said interrupt. Like, you got to do the pattern interrupt, right? When you guys see those shiny objects, like Kasia said, it's right, that interrupts your pattern, and you now focus on that. Interrupt the pattern of being so all over the place, and just focus on what you want. But that, what you're focusing on, has to be shiny. It does. It has to be emotionally, you have to get like, yes, this is the treasure. This is what I've been going after. Yeah. And along the way, you're going to realize it more and more, and the feelings are going to be more and more powerful, and your evidence is going to increase. I mean, when I first started doing webinars, I was doing them with one person at a time. It was invitation only. Now I'm doing them bigger, and now I'm, expanding the learning with having multiple experts and interviewing people. And I'm just so much into this creative space. Like, everybody here on this call has something powerful to share. And that's why I feel like it's very important that we do it on Zoom, because on the live, it's like there's too much of a barricade. I want to really connect with you guys, because connection is really impactful. And so I said to myself, I'm not going to let this launching idea get in my way. I'm going to launch in my own way, and I'm going to launch here on Zoom. So if you guys have something that's not working in your business, love to hear about it, because guess what? Somebody on the call might have a idea for you. So we can just spend a couple of minutes. Anybody say, something that's not working for them, and we'll mastermind for just a couple minutes and see if we can come up with a solution to help you. I know somebody said they want more clients. So I think that was a couple of people say they want more clients. So if you're wanting more clients, what is it that you've been doing now to get clients? And what does the end process look like? So, like, for me to get a client, I have to contact people. I have to connect with people. So are you connecting with people? Are you making that engagement with people to where you can have that conversation? Because if you want more clients, clients usually don't buy, right off your website. And that's why I just love to debunk this idea that you need a website. You don't need a website. You need to contact and connect with people. You need to establish yourself as an authority. You need to say that you're available to help people. Are you saying that you're available to help people on a regular basis? Are you telling the universe that you're here? I'm here telling you guys that I'm opening up seats for my mastermind. So there's no mystery that I'm available for more clients. I've told you that I'm passionate about helping people. Are you doing this for your own business? If you expect more clients, are you asking for them? So I think that wraps it up for today. I set my call schedule in the link, and I saw a couple of you already booking in your calls. So I'm excited to talk to you guys one-on-one and devote some time to helping you problem solve, get out of your own way, and develop a strategy to make 2021 your treasure house, to where you get to select the things that you want to manifest. Thank you guys for blessing me with your energy today. Have a beautiful day. And if you are interested in unlocking your money mindset, join me on Wednesday at 1 p.m. And then on Thursday, we are going to have Kasia, and she is going to be giving us tips and tricks about how to retain clients and also how to use essential oils for a toxic-free life. Is that right?
Yes.
I'm so
I can't
excited.
wait.
I know, I'm excited. Thank you guys so much. And I'd like to hear any suggestions or feedback. Just send me a DM. You guys know how to get a hold of me. Take care, everyone.
Thanks, ladies.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thanks, everyone. Bye.